Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Creating New Horizons in the old external server, as per usual, episode 45. And yeah, some changes this week, actually more than usual, if I'd say. So let's get started. I guess I can start by mentioning that the live stream happened. I mainly finished these buildings here, which I'll end up changing. More on that in a bit. And besides this, I also added our auto crafting like fuel refinery, since we need Mark 5 for something. Don't really remember, but we need Mark 5 for something. So yeah, that's what I did there. And yeah, on this side, the main thing I didn't really like is the I guess stripes. As you guys can see on these two buildings and Neckline building as well, they are separated by two windows, right? Two and two. And in here, I went kind of by the machines. Need to do a quick, just a quick update here, so that they all look the same, and then we are good to go. Was actually going to start on the redox line as well, but this ended up tearing me out a bit, and I ended up just finishing a stream. So it was a pretty short stream. Uh, so yeah, I will not upload the VOD of this on YouTube. I don't think there's a need. But if you guys are interested in the VOD, it should be available in my Twitch. Now, moving on to stuff that actually matters. Um, I can start with this area, since working on a few upgrades, and yeah, much more to come. So. Okay, I guess we can start with this. I haven't really set this up, as you guys can see, but this is a Silk Song, and this is basically just a twist version of the wire mill or the wire factory. Unfortunately, the not so good thing about this is that it only has 9 input slots. We are using 8 input slots here, and yeah, we actually have this one full, so we'll be using all 9 here. It's a little bit annoying, but it will be definitely faster than this. This is kinda slow right now, especially for stuff like the superconductors, the higher tier superconductors, and the space-time wires as well. They are pretty slow here. The Ipon gens are not so slow, but yeah, the Infinity are also kinda slow. Space-time very slow. And since we need a lot of this for the coils, I'm basically working towards getting those done faster. So yeah, I build this. I also build the extractor here, and this is just needed for this dark matter shard recipe. So yeah, it's here now. Also, the plasma mixer that was here, it's now up here, getting us some exotic catalyst. And I think for here it's mainly it. I don't know if I mentioned in the meantime, but on the weekly update that I actually added the solar factory, I forgot to mention, but I think I did mention it in another video in the meantime. But there it is, a solar factory used for many solar panels for the Dyson. That's about it. And yeah, just actually researching the God Forge right now. The God Forge is actually a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So if I had to say, I guess we are still like 1 week away, at least, from being able to craft the God Forge of the Gods. I knew already that it was going to be that we were going to craft like many blocks, a good amount of blocks, like almost seven, almost 8,000 blocks for the Forge of the Gods. But I didn't really know how expensive those blocks were. I thought they were going to be, I mean, not that expensive, but not very cheap. But the thing is, I feel like most of them are pretty expensive. So yeah, this might take a little while to get. Crafting the Eternal Coils for the DTPFs. Yes, I said plural because I've crafted another one. I guess I can show you guys now. And then another one. After I built this one, I noticed that we can actually share some coils here. I didn't know that. So yeah, when I build the next one, or when I get enough coils for both TTPFs, I'm going to move this one so that we can share the middle blocks. But yeah, these are been basically constantly running. I upgraded them many times, so they were running just max voltage before. So now they are running like max plus 2 or 3. Um, yeah, so we have a UHV 65,000 lasers, amp laser. And yeah, this is a lot of power. And I'll say that right now. This is actually more power than I was giving my DTPFs when I stopped playing my last playthrough. So that's, for me, that's a big improvement. Being able to just, I haven't felt this one, but being able to get so much power and being able to use so much power, it's pretty satisfying. So yeah, and I also upgraded some of our assembly lines um, to basically be faster, since we, yeah, this all came about because I finally upgraded the our power spine, or at least on this side of the base. Basically so that we can actually use the power we are generating from the Dyson, which is in the other dimension. But that's mainly the reason why. Also, I upgraded our QFT to tier 2, so we are now able to run those kinds of recipes. And I also upgraded the power, but we are still processing some of our palladium. I actually ran through. Oh, I think I know the reason why we don't have any more palladium here. Um, the rest of our palladium should be in the flatline cells. That's why we basically have no palladium here. But we should have like 150 million, probably, maybe more, to process. And that's basically what I'm using the TPF right now for. But yeah, crafting a lot of space-time, crafting a lot of hypergen, infinity. This now, since we have two as well, they go relatively fast. Before doing the power upgrades, this recipe that is running now was taking 30 seconds. So now it only takes 4 seconds, and we have two of them, so it's much faster than before. Also uses like 50 times more power, but I guess that's fine. That's basically what GTNH makes you do. But it is what it is. Now change the water line. Now Forge upgraded to tier 3 as well. Just finished crafting some nanites for the PCB factory tier 3, which I actually already have crafted, but I've been too lazy to build. Yeah, PCB factory is not really a bottleneck right now, but I'll go through that at the end of the video. So yeah. More upgrades. Let's see. Oh, downstairs, huge upgrades downstairs in the um, compact room. Need to talk about that at the end. Same for this. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this. Actually, I have a funny story to tell you guys about this. This was like me being lazy and just not really liking this mechanic at all. The black hole mechanic. So yeah, I ended up cheating the black hole. I actually, when I started building this, I didn't really know that was a thing. Um, what is it? Black hole. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, basically, usually you have to open the black hole and then close it. Um, but there's actually a creative black hole that you can use. This is not really obtainable in the real game. But it just felt like the black hole mechanic was kind of dumb. The way you need to automate it. I actually started running the cables and building the setup. There's a computer craft program that I was trying to use, but to be honest, I didn't really do much with it. Mainly because first I didn't really understand how to build the setup correctly. I don't feel like the instructions on this are too clear to follow. And also, I was also being lazy. And like I've said, I don't really like this mechanic. So yeah, this one was not a good mechanic at all for me. I ended up enjoying this way more. The waterline puzzles. The only one I didn't really like was this one here. The sequence, said this before. I don't think it makes much sense. At least the instructions on it, especially in the quest book, are kind of bad. So yeah, but let's move on. I spent way too much time with that. But yeah, let's go to our compact room if I can find my thingy. Okay, so down here, a few changes. I think I added a new compact fusion. This one here for titanium, so that's done. I don't think this was here last week, but now it is. But the main changes are the passive for the ABSs. So I have a few here. Still need to build some more. But I feel like these ones are the most important ones, especially this one here for quantum. Since this is used for the hypogen and it's a pretty slow recipe, even at max speed. So yeah. And I also have a few others. I have this stuff, the Xeron. I have steel 350. I have germanium, of course the quantum, and this one here is the Cenobite A243, which is used for circuits mainly. And basically here, some of them require the dust, right? Most of these actually require the dust, so I solidify them to ingots here, then macerate them into dusts here. Some of them don't really need that, we can create the dust directly, so that's what I'm doing in this one. And as you guys can see, I'm using wireless energy hatches for this. We already unlocked the wireless energy hatches up to UEV, so you are able to use those. And yeah, that's mainly it. I also had to up the buffers a little bit because some of the Godforge recipes require a lot of plasma, but I feel like most of the plasma that they require is actually for the transcendent fluids, dimensionally transcendent catalysts that are also used for the DTPF. So yeah, I upped those buffers, and I also started crafting the compact Mark V, but it's very low priority right now. There's a bunch of more important stuff we need to get going. But yeah, I'll be finishing up here for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.